Hey, hello everyone, Sean Simons, PPG Grandpa. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 84 of PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, clearproptv.com, and paratalk.org. I've been in this paramotor arena for a little bit, okay? And I've heard of way too many people getting their fingers caught in the prop, getting hurt, drowning, and it's breaking my heart. And it's like, why are we not making these paramotor a little bit more safer? Like, why should strobes be an upgrade? You know, why should stronger netting be an upgrade, you know, and cost so much? You know, why, you know, why doesn't everyone have like an airbag underneath their seat? So if they come down too hard, you know, they're not breaking their freaking spine. I mean, why are we not putting more protection into the paramotors? I know that we want to make them light as possible, but how about safety? I mean, is safety an issue with anybody? One of the things that we want to do is make some paramotors that are a lot safer, that incorporate everything, all the safety features already into them. So a couple of us disabled veterans are getting together, and we've come up with a name for the company. We're going to call ourselves the Flight Brothers. And anybody that's out there right now, any disabled veterans, or any veterans at all, some people in the military that, you know, have skills or have ideas to make paramotors better, please let me know. Email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com and let me know that you're interested. We're coming up with a company, and we want to really raise the bar when it comes to the industry standards of making paramotors. I mean, you know, just as last week, we had a couple of people getting their fingers caught in the prop. You know, I mean, more people get hurt by prop strikes than anything else in our sport, and more people die for drowning in our sport. You know, so why are these frames not hollowed out with maybe styrofoam on the inside, or some way of making them already floatable, so if you do land in the water, you know, you're not drowning? You know, why are these harnesses, why do they not have hook knives, you know, that are already in there? I mean, it's part of the system. So we're asking on this particular podcast, what would you like to see in a paramotor and a trike? You know, one of the things that we want to do also is build a paramotor that has a lifelong warranty on it, you know, and free annual inspections. So, you know, every year, you know, that when it comes back from our shop, you know, after the annual inspection, you know that everything's perfect. All the welds are great. You know, the netting's perfect and everything's great. And if anything needs to be replaced or fixed, it's extremely low price or cheap, you know, or free. You know, I mean, I don't know how we're going to do this, but we got to make these paramotors a lot safer than they are. Companies that are just pumping out these rickety old tiny paramotor frames without safety, you know, I don't know. There's got to be something. So what do you think? Safety when it comes to paramotors. Is it just all about up to the pilot, or should there be more safety things or safety concerns when it comes to building our paramotor frames and trikes? That's the questions that we're asking this week on PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast. What do you want to see in paramotors, their frames, engines, the safeties? You know, I know that everybody wants a light backpack with the motor on it. I understand that. It's on your back. But, you know, people are walking away with less digits, and people are, you know, their motors are dying and they're going into water and drowning. I don't like this, and it breaks my heart, and I hate hearing about this, and I want to do something about it. So this is part one, and next week we're going to follow up with more information, and we're going to try to come up with a couple of prototypes this week as far as safety when it comes to building a paramotor, and what we can do to make the next paramotor a lot safer. Without further ado, thank you very much for listening to this week's podcast. And please come over to clearproptv.com and watch our podcast live every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Here. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody's in the chat. So who's in the chat? John Wayne. John Wayne's always in the chat. Just about to launch. See you guys when I land. Okay, so he's not here. But we love you anyways, John Wayne. Thank you. See, Bill H. Hey, Sean, I'm not flying this evening. Yay! We also got PPG on. Oh, the other Nick. Oh, good. The other Nick is on here. What's up, other Nick? Nick Griffin. Griffith is here. Man, he can fly a paramotor. I love it. We got a big panel going too. Look at our big panel. This is awesome. I love it. We got JP, Will Fly, Michael, Eric, and Jade, and Jim. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody and tell us a bit about yourself. We want to start with JP. JP, how you doing, brother man?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Hear you. I hear you. I hear you fine. I hear you great.
Excellent.
So
I am.
You've been flying lately or anything?
Not lately. My last flight was at Moonshiners. I've been having a problem breaking pull starts. So yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. It's just so frustrating. As rewarding and awesome as flight is, it can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening when you have issues, engine issues, takeoff issues, landing issues, whatever it may be. To have the flight, kind of taken away from you, it sucks. But
I know.
we'll get back up in the air. It's not a big deal. Just remember, that's the nature of things, and we'll take it all in stride and get past it and move on.
Absolutely. So you're also known as TikTok Tulo. Why is that?
I like to have fun with the social media stuff. Nothing huge. I just make, little videos here and there, trying to have fun with things. I'm on TikTok as JP Tulo, Instagram JP _ Tulo, YouTube is JP Tulo. Just like to, make little short videos, little skits or whatever. Just some fun stuff. Nothing too serious.
Maybe later on in this podcast, we can talk about your TikTok Tulo stuff, which would be really cool.
Absolutely.
We also got Will Fly in the house. If you don't know him, he's Will Fly PPG, and he makes some really good videos. He also went over to Kitty Hawk and flew Kitty Hawk, which was really awesome. Isn't that like North Carolina first in flight?
Indeed, it is.
We love you, JP. We love you, JP.
Get out of here. You guys are killing me. Killing me.
So yeah, you've been flying around Will Fly or anything? Or
I have not been able to fly since Kitty Hawk, and that's been killing me too. The weather's just not been cooperating. Thunderstorms every afternoon, and it's not working.
Well, that's not good. Maybe I don't know. Anybody that's in the chat, have you been able to fly lately? Has the weather been awful or what? Let us know in the super chat. We also got Flying Flamingo Jade and Eric Lear. What's up, guys? How you been?
We are doing well. We got home from our Moonshiners kind of vacation yesterday. Had a lot of fun after Moonshiners. We went over to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. We actually joined up with Will and Nick and Jim, CR120. Who else was there? Jade, I guess that's it. So
Ben?
We all got a fly. That was kind of cool. And JP. Duh. Or no, not JP.
No, I wasn't there. Was Ben there?
No, I guess that was it. But anyways, we had a lot of fun. We got to fly over the ocean again. We did see where it said first flight. I'm not going to rub that in. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we made it home safe. Everything was good. And so on and so forth.
That's awesome. If you're in the chat and you know our little inside joke with JP and NC or North Carolina First in Flight, talk about it in the chat for a little bit. We'll go to that in just a minute, but it is awesome. We also got the Flying Flamingo Jade, Eric's wife. Don't you have like a show or something that goes on Wednesdays? What's that all about?
I do, and it's called Girls Just Want to Fly! ! And it's on at 7 p.m. Central. And this week I have a mother-daughter duo, and they did some skydiving. And one of the pictures she sent me, she got done with her tandem skydiving instructor. And I noticed he's wearing a Paralife t-shirt.
No way. That's so cool.
So I sent that to Mark, and he goes, I think he won that at one of the fly-ins, Swanee, I think. So anyway, the mom had started talking to him about paramotoring, and she's looking into that. And also she's working on her pilot license, her private pilot license. So we're going to talk to her and her daughter, who both did skydiving, and daughter, I believe, is back in college now. And so we're going to try to chat with her and mom tomorrow night.
Awesome. That's going to be a good one. Can't wait for that. Let's look in the chat real quick. We have Mark McElroy from ParalifePPG.com. Welcome, my friend. David Aller. We also got Angela Preslick in the house. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. We got Phil H. Let's see. Anybody else? Charles Walsh is in the house. JP is chatting away. That's awesome. Nick Griffith is still chatting away in there. Good to see you all. This is going to be a really fun little short podcast tonight.
Great. Did you miss me? I'm right here.
We're not done with the introductions. Don't worry. We also got.
Okay.
No, don't worry. We're just saying hello to people as we're going.
I know. I mean, because I'm checking my lighting and everything, so I'm kind of distracted because I'm
You look beautiful.
and I don't want it too bright.
So, since you're already here and we're chatting, we might as well introduce Linda Anderson. She's our cheerleader and also Paramom US.
Okay.
Where's your little pom pom, girl? Do your pom poms.
I told you I'm all disboomberated tonight, just like
Oh.
all over the place. 'Cause,
Hey. Well, next time you got to bring your pom poms or make some confetti pom poms or something, right?
Okay.
If you guys want to be on the show, definitely go over to ParamomuSA.com. That forwards over to Linda Anderson's Facebook page, and she'll get you on the show if you want to be on the show. Hey, Jim, do you want to say anything? I see that you went black, you went dark. Are you there? Jim, whenever you come back, we'll chat with you for a minute. I guess he's gone completely. Oh, well, you'll be back. You'll be back. We also got Michael in the house. Michael, PPG Majestic Air, also known as PPG Pooh Bear. Hashtag String Life. How's it going, buddy?
Man, it's going good. How are you guys doing? We're rocking and rolling, man. We got a good practice day in. A lot of sunshine. Got some air in. Man, I'm feeling great. Just enjoying it.
Because it's the String Life, right?
Because it's a string life, baby.
That's awesome. That String Life where you're going to be able to sell in a little bit, right? I mean, you're going to have a store and everything, so you can sell String Life cool stuff, right?
Right on. We got the logo finalized. It's ready to go.
Well, we are definitely going to be talking a lot about that because there's a lot of stuff that is going to be very interesting. Kent Stamey, what's up, Parafam? Drop $10 in the super chat. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. We also got Mark George in the house. What's up? Let's see. DIY Printing. Jim, you're in the chat, but you should be also here in here so we can say hi to you. So come back to us. Come back. Tonight, is there anybody else in here? Oh, there you are, Jim. What's up? You kind of like disappeared and we just saw you on the chat. How you been, bud?
I don't know. Something's happening to my internet real bad.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, something's going on with the internet. Sorry. I'll try and get that fixed.
no problem, buddy. We'll just hang loose, dude. So we understand it's your internet, eh? All right. Tonight's show, we are talking about a new company that's being formed that wants to revolutionize everything about paramotors and being really innovative. The unfortunate issues that we've seen happening over this last, week where people are getting their fingers in a prop. We see people going down into water and not having floats, which causes issues. And tell me what you think, guys, from what you've heard. The number one cause of death in paramotoring is drowning. Is that what you guys have heard, guys, on the panel?
Yes.
Yes.
And the number one issues or injuries that we have in paramotoring are
Strikes.
prop strikes.
Crop strikes.
So that
Yes.
should be something that needs to be dealt with, right? I mean, you know, if there's some way of making a paramotor that, you know, floats by itself, you know, you don't need to have anything else in it. Line that's good, your hoop that's bigger and stronger, and everything's lighter. I guess what we need to do is find out from people in the chat, what are you looking for in a paramotor or a trike? I mean, and you guys too in the chat, or you guys too in the panel. What are you guys looking for in a paramotor foot launch or a trike? I mean, what are the safety features that you guys are looking for in any of this stuff?
So for my
think-
2 cents is looking for something that's actually fairly strong. I mean, everybody at Bad Apples and everybody at Moonshiners kind of saw how well built mine was. Now, when I say well built, mine is a little excessive. It's overweight, to be honest with you. So I actually purchased a whole nother frame that I'm taking off that steel hoop that I have, and I purchased another frame from Mark George at Parisway, and I'll be putting that on this week. But I don't think I'm really jeopardizing much of my strength, because what I saw, it was a fairly strong hoop. I see too many people with trikes that I feel are not strong enough, the actual trike part of it. And I think that's kind of a safety issue also. Lately, I've been having kind of an issue with people that are doing tandems that aren't certified with a tandem rating. And I'm looking a little bit more into this. I've talked to a couple of people about it. I think there needs to be a little bit more policing of that. And that's not the safety of the person giving the tandem. That's the safety of the people taking a tandem. But that's my biggest things for as far as safety is concerned. I'm trying to think. Anthony Vella just put out a good video on, he took a tandem lesson from Jade, who was that? One Up Adventures. And Jade and I have been kicking around the fact of doing tandems, but we may go down there, get our tandem certification and instructors, and sit on those for a while we get more hours and flight time. And that way we can do something that is safe to encourage people to sign up for this sport in a safe manner. So, but it, you know, I kind of went off the subject a little bit, but that's been bugging me just a little bit, but I think that's where I stand. That's only my 2 cents.
That's interesting that you said that. How do we know, and how do we police tandem pilots? Do we just go up and say, "Are you certified? Do you have your cert?" Or I mean, how do you police it?
Well, so what I've heard is a lot of people will just buy something, and because there's no policing right now, and they'll just say, "I'm going to do a tandem." And I don't think that that's real proper. And it's not this, as I say, it's not the safety of the pilot that is operating that. It's the safety of the passenger that does not know better. You know, and even though they're going up for a introductory lesson, they don't know. So
you know what? I noticed over a couple weekends ago at the fly-in, which I really liked, was that Brian Waller has a sticker right on his engine shroud that has his certification right there. So you don't even have to ask him. And I think for a tandem unit, I think that's a really good idea, so that everybody knows right off the bat. You don't even have to ask the question. The pilot is certified, and to have the certification right there on the engine shroud or on the gas tank maybe, or someplace, real secure. I think you know, that that would go a long way in reassuring, you know,
I saw that on
everybody.
Brian's air shroud,
Hmm.
and that is an awesome idea. But there again, who's going to police it? And if somebody just comes up and just says, "Hey, I would like a ride," they don't know better. And
That's
there
true.
again, Will made a valid comment a couple weeks ago when we were discussing on a different thing. It's up to us to do our own policing. So now, do we say, "Hey, we know you don't have a tandem instructor's or a tandem certificate. You should not be doing this." I'm not going to be that guy,
Mhm.
but
I think at
Um,
this point, it would be probably wise if everybody that is in this group, they have their own websites and their own YouTube. If you put that in your descriptions. Beware of tandem flyers that aren't certified.
Mhm.
The best we can do at this point is put the word out. And
Public shaming,
well, you guys are setting the example for everybody. So, you know, put a disclaimer out there. Watch out for it. Yeah, you man.
No.
the thing is I don't want a public shame. I want everybody to be safe.
No, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
I
the
understand.
biggest thing is safety. So,
Absolutely.
and I think that 99% of the people that are out here that are flying, if they're USPPA rated or not, we all want to see safety. We don't want to see any of our brothers or sisters go down. And we definitely do not want to see anybody go down that is on a introductory ride. That is not what we want. That right there would be the final nail in the coffin.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That actually reminds me, I witnessed that where were we at Palm Bay 2019. There was a 13-year-old girl going on an introductory flight. Um, I don't know the details. I'm pretty sure the pilot was certified. But there was an accident, and that just goes to the point that we don't want to see that, and anything we can do to avoid that. Trying to find the video of it here real quick if you guys
Yeah,
want to
accidents will
watch.
happen. There's no way
Yeah.
around that.
Yeah, we definitely don't want accidents or anything. Let me look in the chat real quick and say hi to people that jumped in. Jim CR120, welcome. Parachick, Mark George. Let's see who else we got here. Anybody else that I missed? David Wolf's in the house. He also says too that he keeps his certification with him at all times, and I believe that's what you're supposed to do is keep your certification with you. So in case there is an FAA guy there, it says, "Hey, are you certified?" You have to have that on your person. So even
Absolutely.
if you are certified and you don't have it on your person, you're still in trouble. Tony Marzano is in the house. Welcome. And if I missed anybody else, I apologize. I'll try to look here again a little bit. JR Paramotors in the house. Good, good, good. Make sure you say hi in the chat in case we did not say your name. We'll say hello to you here in just a moment. What have we got going on here? What are we looking at?
This is the midair collision with the tandem and the foot launch. That
Sheesh.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and that could have been really bad because somebody could have landed on that car right there.
Right.
I
And
think
there's
everybody
everyone
walked
was
away from this.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a 13-year-old girl on the the tandem, and there was another guy on the foot launch, and they just that's a dangerous thing about fly-ins is it's just a big fishbowl of chaos, and that never should have happened. It just boggles the mind of how they both either didn't see each other or didn't think that the other one wasn't going to move. But it's not like someone, moved at the last minute. They were both on a heading for a while and just.
JP, it looked like that one, it looked like not the trike. It looked like the foot launch was kind of coming out of a turn when he comes around. Did he just launch?
I don't think he just launched. He
Well,
actually made some comments in the comment section saying that he was doing rounds trying to land, and he was having trouble landing or something. Yeah, I don't.
Dang, man. Oh, and he went down backwards.
Yeah,
well,
that was not a soft landing.
So thank goodness that nobody got hurt bad.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's really good. And what do you guys think about these airbags? I've been hearing a lot about airbags on foot launch.
When I first got into the sport, I didn't want to fly with that one. I thought that was the greatest idea. I didn't understand why you wouldn't have that. I went to, where was it? Gravity or Glider Sports, I think, and ordered the APCO airbag to strap under my seat because it seemed, like there was no downside to it. It's not there, it's not there when you're going to launch, but once you start flying, the airflow fills it up and creates the pressure. And then once the airflow stops, it deflates, and it's like it's not even there again. But I had that on back order, I think, for 9 or 10 months, and they eventually called me and said, "Yeah, we don't know if this is ever going to come in. We're happy to refund your money." So they refunded it, and that was the last I ever really, I don't understand why we don't see it more. Is in short the point of my spiel here. I don't. You would think that it would be a great idea. I don't know. I don't see the downside to it. It doesn't take up much space. It's there when you need it. It's not there when you don't. I don't know how the mounting really works to it. If it's only compatible with certain harnesses or what. But yeah, it does seem like a great idea.
I wonder how you'd hook up your speed bar to something like that inflates and deflates.
Right. That's another sort of.
I don't think the speed bar actually comes close to it. Jade and I both saw somebody, I'm not going to say names, locally here in Wisconsin that was doing acro a little too close. He was test flying a wing. He had the airbag, and we think that saved his life.
Wow.
So I think it's a great idea, especially for when these people are training or newer pilots.
What other safety features?
For those of you guys that don't know what we're talking about, it's like this right here.
Okay, yeah.
I think APCO makes this particular one. It's got a little window in the front that allows. This is an actual test of it.
Okay, I think Mark George has jumped in and is hanging with us tonight. Mark, you are an APCO importer, right? And do you know anything about these airbags?
Yeah, JP's pretty much got them nailed down. He had one. They have a flap in the front that fills with air as you're flying. But I believe, isn't that right, JP?
Yeah, it fills up the pressure of forward motion, fills up the bag, and creates positive pressure.
Have you ever seen those guys that jump off of buildings and they jump into like a pile of cardboard boxes or whatever?
Right, it's the same theory. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
it's prolonging the fall instead of it happening instantly like that. It's kind of spreading it out to decrease the shock, the deceleration, if you will, which
Like
is what this
crumple,
guy will show here in a minute. Yeah, it's like a crumple zone, which
but a
you
real
know,
crumple zone.
but a real crumple zone that someone is always famous for talking about.
What? Wait, I don't see anything.
It's on his ass. Oh, sorry.
Well, it is.
Here we go. Yeah, so this guy's gonna come in and just plop it right down, and
Like what? Pull brakes and just flop, or what?
yeah,
just-
yeah.
Or just not
Well,
flare?
He's saying that it's a thermal active, thermal day, which is, yeah, there he goes right there. He just plopped it right down. I think he does it on concrete at one point too in this video. Let me see
Well,
here.
that sounds scary as hell. Hey, Mark and Amy, do you guys carry something like this? And if you do, how much do they cost, and how can we get something like this?
I don't. It's not something we keep in stock, but it's something we could pick up. I'm not sure what the price tag is on that. We've actually never had a
Yeah,
request
I think it
for it.
was just under $100 is the
Okay.
price point, maybe around 75, something like that. But for whatever reason, there is just not much demand. That's why they could never source one for me when I, was trying to get one, and either there's too much demand or not enough, but the supply isn't there.
That's very unfortunate.
We should be able to get those. The only thing I see right now from Avco is wings are backed up just a hair.
$70.
And the other thing is Avco's having trouble with their harnesses because they cannot source the aluminum that they use to make the buckles and the fittings on the harnesses.
Here you go. This was one I was thinking of. Yeah, and you can see it just progressively deflates. It's full when he first comes in. And then it
Looks like he didn't turn off his motor. Like his motor was still on.
I think it was a clutched unit, so it was just kind of free spinning.
Yeah, so I mean, of all the things that you could put on a paramotor to make it safe, I think that that's something that needs to be, looked into. I mean, why are we not having nets that are all the way around where nothing can go through? I mean, did you see the video where the guy forgot to buckle his helmet and it went backwards through the netting because there's such a huge gap and went through his prop? There shouldn't be any gap that big.
Yeah, then if you're talking about safety, where was that? David Wolf, question for the panel. With the exception of Linda, all of you have been flying for a good amount of time and have enough experience. Do any of you not fly with a reserve? Jade and I have reserves on everything that we own, and we have flotation on everything that we own.
I have a steerable reserve front mount, so I can put it on anything that I fly.
I have a reserve in my car, not on my paramotor.
So you don't fly with it?
I don't fly with it. I just
You
haven't
shouldn't.
put it on yet.
Been meaning to put it on, yeah. I've run into that quite a bit. Kind of the same situation with floats. People who have them but just haven't gotten around to putting them on yet. Which, man, the likelihood of needing it is low. I'll give you that. But if you do need it and they're sitting right there in your car, that's going to be a frustrating day.
I know. Can you imagine that 1 minute as you're falling down, going, I should have put it on.
Yeah, right. But
I actually have a couple of those sets of those view floats in stock, by the way. I have the smaller set, and then I have the 70 kilogram set. If you're flying over water, you need to have a flotation device.
This is the PBG smoke or the power floats?
The power floats.
Power floats. Excellent.
One way
Yeah.
to definitely die. over water with no flotation.
Now,
Yeah,
here's
that's-
something, if you're flying over water and you do use your flotation, that's not saying that that's going to save you. So, you know, I mean, do you guys have hook knives? I mean, it's unlimited. It's pretty much
Yeah.
unlimited. You got to draw the line somewhere. The only reason we have the flotation and the reserve is we have very little outs where we live. We have trees and water. So we have to do the best that we can do to keep it safe. We do have to fly over some water to get to some pastures that we could land in. But here in northern Wisconsin, we don't have many outs. Like we drive an hour south and it's unbelievable the change. But that is why. But I mean, we've been looking at hook knives and I need to get something ordered just in case something happens, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Absolutely. It's all about risk mitigation. There's always going to be some risk,
I mean,
but how much, is what we can control. Risk versus reward. And
So when we heard about the guys out in, was it Colorado a couple months ago?
yeah, two of them, right?
Yeah, and drowned just because they were entangled in their lines. That's when I went and found my hook knife and knife that my police chief had given me. So now I carry that with me all the time. So
I actually ordered a hook knife from Europe that it's actually it's a radio pouch, and the flap to the pouch has a hook knife in it. Oh, this is it right here.
Hmm.
The
maybe
gin.
we can get one too.
Yeah, Kyle O'Glee, that is one of the
Yeah.
first week that you train with him, he's going to tell you these are the things you need to equip with yourself. And the first thing is a hook knife.
Absolutely, because they're small, they're not dangerous. It's just they weigh nothing. I like this one because it's a dual purpose. It also gives you a place to put your radio. It straps right to the front of your harness. You could also use it, to tuck your phone in. But then again, it doesn't have to be anything like that. It is kind of pricey. These are $18 right here just for a standard.
What's
Little-
$18 for your life?
Exactly.
You
And these
think
things will cut through those things will cut through your harness straps, your line, everything.
you wonder why, or why have we not had harnesses that have a hook knife already part of the harness, someplace that's easy to get to, that's part of the harness, so we don't need to have accessories. I would really like to see a paramotor that is designed with floats, airbag, the tight nets, a hook knife, strobes. And here's something too that I was just thinking about. These, just like Kylo, his hand was caught back. He wasn't able to let go because it was reeling in. How about a breakaway brake toggle? After so much pressure going back, it would break away. I mean, is that something that's even possible?
See, I don't think it was just the brake toggle. I think, that could be any of the lines in your riser. And, that introduces another risk there, is having that fail prematurely, which is something you certainly don't want. I think, I hate to say that that's an error in technique, but it's kind of just one of those things. What we do is never going to be 100% safe. You can mitigate the risks as much as possible, but the amount
One
of
of the main reasons I do not fly a non-clutched motor.
Is because of that?
Yes.
I thought his was a clutch. Kylo, was that a clutch?
I think that was a Moster Silent that he was flying.
Okay. I do see that picture behind you. It looks like you got a prop with lights embedded. What's that all about?
Well, if you were at Moonshiners, everybody got to see that, I think.
Right. For the people that don't and are like listening to the podcast, do you want to talk about it or not? It's all right if you don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, it is proof of concept. We are in the process of manufacturing those. We're in talks with a couple of prop manufacturers to see what's the best route of getting this done from the manufacturing standpoint. Instead of trying to customize the props, each one ourselves. Takes about 18 man hours to do 3 props. So it's very time consuming. But we're also trying to nail down the programming on a new controller that we're going to be using to where you're not just doing lights and colors, you're actually doing graphics. So enough said.
Look at that. So we're looking right now. That's it right there on TikTok that we see, right? Is that correct?
That is
That
it.
was it.
That is really cool. And
Amazing.
so it's proof of concept. It costs a lot right now, but you are going to have it on the market eventually.
Oh yeah. I mean, we could actually do these right now. If we really had some people that, which I'm just going to give you a little teaser. I was talking to somebody who is part of a certain group that the team's actually looking at maybe putting these props on their paramotors. So we may be seeing them a little sooner than later, hopefully.
Well, that'd be good.
But as you can see, I mean, the concept behind this and the thought behind this is, everybody's putting strobes and LEDs and stuff all over their paramotors, and you're having to tie wrap them down to your hoop or your net, all of those things, your strobe lights. This thing can now become your strobe light, your entertainment, your advertisement. I mean, it's really it's endless what you're going to be able to do with it.
Well, can't wait to find out more about that. And how do people find out more about that in your company?
Well, when we get it out, we'll actually have it on the website, of course. We don't have a specific price point, but I can tell you now, it's if you order a prop that's already ready to go with the controller and the hub that comes with it to house the controller, you're probably looking at around $600 plus shipping on that. But as soon as we release it, we'll put it out there on the web and have them on the website there.
Okay.
ParisWagUSA.com.
Okay. I was going to ask you, it's like, what's the .com?
What's the .com?
What is the .com? Okay, we know what the .com is.
Hey,
So
over at
just
Moonshiners, did
also-
you guys see the lights that were in my wing?
I did.
Yes.
That was, I don't know how many are out there, but that was built by Mark there at Pariswag USA. I've used them on a couple of flights. They are pretty phenomenal. So
did the new antenna work?
the new antenna works.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I think he's going to be doing mass production. He'll probably have about 100 sets available tomorrow.
You better shut up. I tell you what,
Two tomorrow.
if somebody can find me 100 to 200 micro
These are-
45s microchips, then I'll be more than happy to start getting them.
Yeah. JP has that up on the screen, those lights.
So Eric, you want to go ahead and explain how to arm it and everything since you've done it?
Yeah, it's actually very simple. All you do is you slide the proper color into the proper side of the wing,
Yes.
and then you hook the battery is actually the magnet on the other side. So it's just kind of clamping down between the material of the wing. And you turn them on. You turn on the helmet piece that you see the single strobe, and you push the button of the strobe, and it syncs all the lights together, because those are not just red and green. Those are actually the white strobes that are in the wing too. They're extremely bright. That video does not seem to do it justice.
No.
And I was afraid of the weight issue, and didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. There was no difference in launch or anything. So
Hey, Eric, was it worth the 2-year wait?
Was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Amy, it was 3 years, but I'm not counting.
No,
it
I
was,
think 6 months.
it was definitely worth the wait. I mean, I'm very happy with them. So I'll run them through their paces, and I'll be honest, if they suck, they suck. But right now, I'm real happy with them. I don't have any complaints. So there again, it's something that Mark is putting together. And like everything, I'm not going to sugarcoat. If there's something I don't like about it, I'll talk to Mark about it. And if there's a correction, I'm sure he'll do it. So, but I thought it was a great product.
I appreciate that, Eric. I appreciate that. And I just want to put this out there. Because of the strength of our paramotor frame that we are known for, the Rebel 2, everybody has asked us, is there a trike? Is there a plug-in trike? Are they going to do a trike? Well, I'm here to say that there is going to be a trike. Evo Aviation sent me some pictures the other day. They have a prototype that they've put together. They're doing some testing on it, and they're hoping to have that to me by the end of the year. Also, they are enlarging the gas tank to 18 liters.
That's the maximum. Is 18? Yeah,
Yep,
just under
that's 5 gallons.
5 gallons, right? That's the maximum you can have on an ultralight in the States, at least, if I remember correctly. Which should get you a solid 3 hours. Anyone really.
Well, not me. 5 hours gets me like 2.5. I mean,
gallons,
five gallons gets me 2.5 hours.
Okay.
That's
If
all.
you're flying in the hills of Tennessee, that'll get you maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, at that elevation, man, that was no joke. I think it caught everyone out. The elevation that we were launching from. The air is thin, so your motor's not running well. Your prop doesn't have much to grab onto. You don't have much lift. Man, who's this stud on this trike right here? Jeez, looked like he's been, doing that for years. What a pro.
That's a Lane of Honeycutt, isn't it?
Well, I
That
thought
touch
that
and
was
go.
Amy for a second.
Yeah.
It's that pink flamingo that really gives it up.
Yeah, you had to show me up on the trike. I was so proud of my takeoff and landing, and then here you come, like foot dragging or wheel dragging, whatever you want to call it, coming through. I was like, man, look at this sucker. So you did great,
fun,
man.
Though. It was so fun. So much fun.
All right,
felt like I
JP,
was
would you ever go into a trike now?
Oh, I'm
Would I
building
ever?
one.
Yeah, JP, would you?
If I had, see, it presents a whole nother set of problems for me as far as transportability and I mean, I'm not against it, but I don't have a trailer. The thing about foot launch that makes it so appealing to me is I can fold it up and put it in the back seat of my little car, and that's my aircraft, and moving to a wheel launch unit, it's, it just it changes the game a little bit. It makes it, more.
Have you thought about a retractor trike?
Yeah, but I don't have any issues with foot launch. It's and I'm sure the day will come that I do, though. Because I don't have my left knee is not 100%, but so I definitely see the appeal to having a wheel unit. And I think when the day comes that I do need, it'll probably be something, very simple and lightweight, like a retractor unit or, something like that, that I can just throw on, and still fold up and have it be relatively easy to put together and transport.
Absolutely. If I suppose if we can find one that can break down that you can put in the trunk, that might be the way to go. Real quick, John Wayne, thanks for the $10 in the super chat. We appreciate you. Let's look in the chat real quick. Did I miss anybody from last time? We got the Parachicks, Jim Share 120, DP's in the house. What's up, DP? Let's see. Anybody else? David Wolf is still here. Walter Priori from Down Under. What's up, buddy? And anybody else? Or we just got the same peeps in here. I think I said everybody's name. If I didn't, say something in the chat. And
Bill H.
Bill H. Yeah, he was the first one in here.
Hi,
Well,
Bill H. Hi, Billy.
well, John Wayne was the first one, but he said he's flying. He'll see us when he lands. So I guess he landed. And Bill H. Man, he's always here.
Yeah, we love him.
So I guess the question is, if you could have a trike, JP, that connects to your motor that you already have, that could break down very comfortably and easily into your trunk, and break down and put together really easy, is that something that you would be interested in?
Well, sure. But the thing about that is that everything we do is about compromise. So things that, are designed to do one thing specifically tend to do that one thing really well. And things that are designed to do multiple things are designed to do multiple things, but none of those one things particularly well. So with something that breaks down like that, you're bound to sacrifice, whether it be strength, weight, cost, something is going to have to give. And I think it's a fantastic idea if it's, something that you can execute. But I think it's bound to be, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be, it's not going to be, I think it's a great idea if it were achievable. But
I found that out too. It's like when you have a cart that connects, there could be some weak spots and stuff like that. And I had a couple of problems
absolutely
with.
You did. Yeah.
With
that exactly right there exactly proves my point, is that, it's lightweight and it's portable, but how durable was it? It's bound to have, it can't deliver in every category, or else you're going to have, some failure points. So I think simplicity goes a long way when we're just trying to get up in the air. The more complex we make it with trying to add bells and whistles, the more possibility there is for failure points. So with that being said, yes, I would love to have something that does it all, and I'd like to buy it for cheap and be able to fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Exactly.
So as soon as you build it, I'll give you $20 for it.
Sounds
all right.
Horrible for $20. But so I guess what we've been talking about today is, if you could have features in your paramotor, what would they be? And we talked about having an airbag, floats that are part of the frame, that you don't actually need floats. The thing floats by itself, and it floats upright where it doesn't, smack you into the face into the wall where you can't get out. Some sort of hook knife that's part of your harness, tight nets so nothing goes through. We even talked about a breakaway brake toggle just in case it does get caught in the prop for some reason. When it does go back, your hand won't continue to go back and break free. I don't even know if that's possible, but it sounds interesting. Strobes that are part of your frame, so you don't need to buy strobes, or just part of it. And transportability that we just talked about with JP, something that's easy to transport. And I guess feather light. We want everything that's feather light and something that won't break.
Ever.
And if it does, it's covered under warranty and you never have to worry about it.
And reserves.
Yeah. I don't know if that could be part of it, but I don't understand why we couldn't buy a wing that comes with a reserve.
Why not a ballistic reserve?
What's a ballistic reserve?
Yeah, they use them in ultralights.
The ones that shoot out?
Yeah, so if you're low, it opens up quicker. Basically, is the idea.
Yeah, you know what? I actually saw one. Somebody was doing a test run where they collapsed the wing on purpose, and when they pulled the reserve, it broke away the canopy that was flapping away, and then launched out the reserve. And then he had to go back and get the canopy because have you seen something like that? Is that something that you'd be interested in? Something that would break away your canopy and then open up behind it?
I wouldn't want to lose my main canopy now. Not.
If that meant that your reserve wouldn't get tangled up in your canopy.
I think, well, that would where a ballistic reserve, if you had a ballistic reserve strategically placed and your wing collapsed, it's going to shoot it away. And all you got to do is pull a cord or hit a button or something like that. There's no throwing the reserve. The reserve's going to go wherever that thing is pointed.
Right.
Knowing my luck, I'd push the button for the reserve. It would shoot through my wing, and I would forget to tie it on, and now I got a hole in my wing.
Well, you would have to remember to bring your wing first, Eric.
Yeah, all sorts of safety issues. What do you guys think in the chat? What are some of the safety things that you wish that just came part of a paramotor? Anything in particular? Maybe what is that? Go from carburetors to what is it? EFI? Injected, right? So instead of carburetor, we have injected paramotors. It runs a little bit better. You don't have to mess with the carburetor. That's EFI, right?
Yeah, electronic fuel injection.
Yeah. So that's about what, $1,500 to upgrade your carbureted two-stroke to EFI right now. Is that correct? About $1,500? Is that still about?
Yeah, that was it.
Are they still doing
that?
Now I seen a post today by David Ruff. He's got a new trike, and it's got some kind of electronic carburetor on it. I don't know much about it. I was reading his post, and he said it's absolutely incredible, is what he was saying. But I know nothing about it.
Well, Vidarazi is supposed to have an EFI option for the Moisture, aren't they? I think that's what
now they
the team
have a regulator that you can mount that hooks up to your carburetor, and you can adjust the mixture on the fly. It has a little knob that you can mount on your paramotor within reach.
Right, I've seen that.
Yeah, DP said that's what scares him, is having a reserve that gets tangled up in a wing. That's the number one thing that I always think about too. It's like, well, what happens if it's just flapping up there? And the reserve, and I've seen a lot of videos where it goes up and gets tangled up. Having that one that shoots your main canopy up and then shoots the reserve up. I don't know.
Yeah.
That seems to would be safer. Yeah, you'd have to go back and get your canopy, but you're going down on a nice canopy. You don't have to, reel in that stall ball or have the opportunity of getting it messed up or stuck. Interesting.
Now, I may be wrong, but my understanding through our training was, look to make sure you're clear, throw your reserve, and then pull in one of your riser with the lines and get that wing, basically bring that wing in as far as you can with one.
Tuck it underneath you. Yeah. Quick note is don't try and pull it in by your riser. Because you can't do it. It's like trying to do pull-ups. Like and every time you pull on it, it pulls back. Pull one line. I think it doesn't really matter which line, just pull a single line, preferably your brake toggle, I think is what they suggest, because it collapses the wing further. But if you try and pull the entire thing, I wish I had the video. It's very difficult. If any part of your wing is still open and you try and pull it in, it just pulls back so strong.
Yeah, when I did the SIV course and we did the reserve throw, I just had my hands I just grabbed the brake toggles, put it in one hand, took the other hand and threw it. So when it opened up, the main canopy just went straight down like this. And then the reserve came up and open, and I was able to pull it in. The stall ball, your canopy just, just stalling in front of you is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. It's almost psychedelic when you're watching. It's like, that is just weird. It's just all this fabric just going around this little ball like there in front of you. You pull it in like that, and your chute is just bringing you down nice and slow. Actually, I don't know how slow it is because we splashed in the water. I can't imagine hitting that hard on land, actually. So I opted for the biggest beamer. I think it's a 130 that's steerable that I could actually flare.
40.
Yeah. Was it 140 is the biggest?
140
is the biggest? Okay. I think I got a 130. Well, it is almost 8:00. We're going to make this a quick podcast tonight. I know it's beautiful out there in some places, and we got families to hug and kiss and dogs to go out and walk. This is not winter time during COVID where we can go and talk for 5 hours on a podcast and people are still here. Anybody in the panel have anything that you guys want to talk about or discuss? I mean, we can stay as long as you want to. It doesn't bother me none.
We need part 2. This was not enough time for safety issue talking.
I agree, definitely. So we can do that again. Maybe we can find some safety people that are into, paramotor safety. If you have somebody like that, let them know about the podcast. Let's bring them on next week and talk more about safety and paramotor safety, and maybe manufacturers that are trying to build safe paramotors out there and safety features into our paramotors and stuff.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And there was one more person. There was one more person that was with us at Kitty Hawk, and he's kind of famous. Brian Haybale Waller. Forgot to mention him.
Oh no, we missed the Haybale Waller. How did we forget that?
Yeah, I put that in the chat. I did. I forgot Brian, and he's the one that actually set it up for us all. So I totally apologize for that.
Imagine that.
I did put that in the chat.
Awesome.
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
Next show, I love your idea, and I will donate a hook knife for the wheel.
Okay. For next week?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and order some. The more y'all talk about this, the more I'm thinking about it, and I'm gonna start getting some of this stuff on site. And we had good feedback on the strobes that we sold and the magnets that we sold. So I think we're going to start adding some safety equipment to the list.
And believe it or not, I count those magnets as a safety feature equipment piece.
The magnets on what? The brake toggles?
For the throttles.
Oh, for the throttles. Oh, yeah. I'd like to try that one time and check it out and see how that works.
We just got 40 in.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
I will donate a hook knife and magnets for next show.
We're going to give away 2 magnets.
Yeah. Okay. Mark said we're going to give away 2 magnets right now.
Can we give one to the host, me, that would love to try this thing?
So Periscope USA will donate 2 magnets tonight, and the Parachick will donate a hook knife next week.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome. So I guess people are still here. If you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button, and it really helps us up. Or is it thumbs up here? I don't know. Social media just gets blended in a big blender to me. How do we want to do this? Okay, real quick. So everybody's on the same page and there's no lag. Hit your refresh button real quick. Hit your refresh button. So we're all in the same timeline. No one's lagging behind, and we're going to do a question and answer. If you answer it correctly, then you get the hook knife. Does that sound good?
Well, the hook knife's going to be next week. 2 magnets tonight.
Okay, a magnet tonight, right?
2 magnets tonight.
2 magnets.
I'm going to vouch for those magnets. Those magnets are really strong, and they work. We have them now on every machine we have.
All blue.
Blue. What
Okay.
are they? They hold 7 pounds.
7 pounds.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
All blue. So 2 blue ones.
Sorry, they're all blue. We just looked in the boxes, so 2 blues tonight.
Super. Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you like blue.
We definitely like the blue. We'll wait about 30 more seconds for people that hit that refresh button and are trying to come back and make sure that we're good here. So I guess we need to figure out a good question that that people can answer in the super chat and have the opportunity of winning that magnet. So tell us real quick, Paraswag, what is the magnet for and how does it work?
Okay, so the magnets are a wonderful idea that keep your throttle out of the way. So you don't have to worry about dragging it or it get caught in anything. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, one piece of the magnet, here it is again, gets put on your throttle, and the other piece gets hooked onto your harness. And they are like, you just barely put it near your harness when it just snaps. It's so strong. And here, Mark's going to turn around at one of the paramotors right now.
I mean,
Put it in demo mode for you.
So I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I know how to. I understand it, but people that are looking at this and listening.
You see it? Where are we?
So people that are looking at this for the first time and don't understand.
Okay, so here it is.
Let me go ahead and
attached to your
spotlight it.
harness. Okay. So right here, here's part of the magnet you attach to your harness. And then you have your throttle. Let me see where it is. There's your throttle. You have the other piece hooked to your throttle.
All we see is your background.
Here, let's get off the background. Hang on. Wait. Get the background off real quick.
All we see is Mark chewing on something. What are you chewing on?
He was eating a Hostess ding dong. Okay.
Such a
There
ding.
you go. Right
Here it is together. Harness. One piece is on the harness. Other piece is on your throttle. Okay. And watch how this works. Super quick. They're super attractive.
They are super attractive. Very beautiful.
There you go. Look at that. Snap.
Well, and the thing is when I got through flying or when I was transporting my paramotor, I either would put the handle into the carabiner or I would throw it over the back of the harness or stuff it into the harness. This just makes it real quick and easy. When I get done flying, I reach up and I do this right here and it goes together and I'm done with it.
So that's just to keep your throttle from dragging the ground before you put it on your back and after you land.
Yep.
And also, I suppose too, as you're flying, if you want to just kick back and relax and weight shift, you could connect. Is that something too?
I think
That's a
we
great
need
way
to go
to stow it.
back. That's where we go back to safety show number 2, where we never let go of our throttle.
I like that. Good. All right. So what question are we going to ask the panel, the people, so we can have a... All right, here we go. How about this?
Which state is the best?
No,
Texas!
because we know it's going to be NC. All right, guys, here's the question. The first person that types this in the chat and we see it here wins. What company is giving away these magnets right now tonight? Type that company name in the chat right now, and the first one that pops up wins.
We built this while we were at Moonshiners.
What is that?
The new HE 125.
Ooh.
Jade got it. It looks like.
Well,
Will fly. No, wait. Let me see.
I think Aaron got it.
Aaron's the first one that's not on the panel.
Yeah, I was just messing. Aaron got that, didn't she?
Who got it?
Aaron,
Aaron, I?
Good, Aaron. I was going to send you a free one anyway when I sent you your factory engine, but
See, this works out. This works out perfect tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So Aaron, I got it?
Yeah.
We got,
Aaron,
yeah?
got it. All right. Hey, DP dropped $5 in the super chat. I don't know when you did it. I just saw it. Thank you so much, DP. Did you say anything? Do I need to say magnetize me? All right. Magnetize me. I like it. That's awesome. All right. So you're going to send out one to Aaron, right?
Yep, I already got his address.
All right. And we got one more that we'll give away.
Yeah. How about yeah, one more.
All right. Do you have a question since you're giving away? Do you want to go ahead and think of a question and have them?
What is it?
What is the first thing number one thing you should always do when you're flying by yourself? I got it. I've got one.
Is it the one that you just said?
Did you everybody hear me?
No.
Well, yeah.
Okay. It's something we talked about in one of your early shows. And we were talking about when you're flying by yourself. What's the number one thing you should always do when you're going to fly by yourself?
The number one thing that we do when we fly by
All right,
our...
I'm gonna put it on mute and she's gonna tell me the answer.
All right.
You don't know the answer, Mark? Can't believe that.
It was one of Sean's early shows.
All right. We also got Randy Milstead in the chat. I see we got Stephen Goodpaster, Deweese Milstead, Aaron
What kind
you
What
won.
kind of answers do we have?
I'll look at the answers. Whoever gets closest to what the answer should be.
What's the first thing you should do when you're going flying by yourself?
Right. The number
Jim-
one safety thing we
Jim's-
talked about.
Jim Sierra 120 said pre-flight.
No.
Nick Griffith said cell phone charged.
No.
Those are all good things.
Those are good things, but that's not
David
one
Wolf said wear clean underwear.
Actually, if you're David Wolf, you need to take spare underwear.
Bill H got it. Did you
Right.
say it before Bill H? He just put it on there.
Let someone know where you are flying.
Yes.
Will Fly said file a flight plan. Walter said I got first place. I don't know. DP said P first. I don't know. I think DP got it right there. Mark McElroy.
Bill H, let somebody know where you're going.
That's perfect, JP.
Yeah.
On the panel. Bill got it.
Mark McElroy said tell your wife. Yep.
Yeah, but Bill got it first. And that's one of the things we talked about safety wise in one of your early shows. Always let someone know where you're going to be, where you're going.
Yep. Stephen Goodpaster said tell someone. Deweese said tell somebody where you're going. Nick Griffith said leave keys in vehicle. There you go. So they can come and pick you up. That is, yeah. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
So what do we do? I mean, are we talking about what do we do first? I mean, I pre-flight my engine at the house before I do anything.
The question was, what are one of the things you do before you go fly by yourself? And that would be
one of the things.
No, it was the thing to do.
The thing. I don't know. I think P before you go up is like the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
So,
important.
Mark does for his
yeah.
flies.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but every time I go to fly, I got to use the bathroom right before I go fly. I
You
could
know-
have just used the bathroom 5 minutes earlier and I get ready to go fly. I got to go do it again.
I don't know, but I tell you what, if I'm in the market for a new vehicle and if Nick's leaving his keys in his vehicles, I want to go flying where he's flying.
No car.
All right. So who won that second one then?
So that's going to be Bill H. Bill H.
Do you have his information?
And I may see Bill this weekend, so we'll just hand it to him personally.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Go Bill H.
Go
Bill
Bill
H.
H. Woot woot.
Did you do the pom pom, Linda?
She did.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it. Mark was away from me.
I
That's
love Jamie.
awesome.
I love you bunches.
Hey, so I'm curious for everyone that's out there. That's a good question. Is do you guys leave your keys in your car at a fly-in, or when you get together with other people? So in case you do land out someplace, somebody can get into your vehicle and go pick you up. I know a lot of people that have, and I jumped in many people's vehicles and went and found them. So
I don't take my keys with me when I'm flying at a fly-in. I
You do
take
not?
my wife and a spare set of keys.
Okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense. You know, you have a spare set. DQ. Okay.
Gotta have that
Um,
zero set.
No, I see.
how about the rest of you guys on the panel and you guys in the chat? Let us know what you do. I'm curious.
So what do we do? I don't do anything.
No, we don't do anything. If Amy's with me, I take my keys with me. If I'm by myself and I'm the only one that have keys in my vehicle, I leave them in the vehicle or in my trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we do because Jade and I don't fly without each other. So we just tell her where we stash the keys. So
Yeah.
that way it's accessible.
So I see in the chat behind my tires, inside the car, in the gas cap.
Dang, man, we're getting all the good information here.
Yeah,
I know. I'm writing this down.
I know.
So now in the chat, let us know what vehicle you have and what's
Year, make, and model.
and
You go ahead and
where's,
put your
you
credit
grew
card
up
where is
on.
this usually parked at? All right.
Social security number.
We need
So we have where we can call Audi and have the vehicle disabled. So just so you know.
Huh.
You got,
Oh,
you got-
Audi. I thought you said like an Audi, like a belly button. Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat and I heard Audi.
No, don't show mine. No, I do have a legitimate question though. How do you want to give away the hook knife next week? Just to spin the wheel or a trivia question?
Well, we can do either a question or if JP's with us and he wants to do the spinning wheel of winning things, we can do that. What do you want to do?
what? Excuse me?
Hey, by the way, JP, will you
now?
send me a link to those hook knives that you put up?
JP, they're asking you a lot, JP. I don't know.
They're asking a lot of JP tonight.
I know. I know. I could see.
Wait,
his
back
face,
up.
like,
You want a wheel
What?
right now? I
No.
can't.
No, next week.
Next
Next
week.
JP, please
Oh,
You
share.
gotta warn him. You gotta warn JP about this stuff because you know.
Yeah,
that's
if
spinning wheel.
if you are
That's like-
around next week, do you want to do a spinning wheel or do we want to do another question and answer?
Let's play it by ear.
Well, let's ask people in the chat real quick. I'm curious.
Yeah,
People in the
yeah.
chat,
What do
would
they
you
prefer?
rather try to guess an answer and put it in the chat, or do you want something like a spinning wheel of winning things?
No pressure, JP. No pressure.
No pressure. Hey,
And-
JP, I do want you to send me that link to those hook knives.
Yeah,
that you
I'm
got,
gonna
please.
messenger it to you on the messenger Facebook. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got you right now.
Okay.
Hey, I'll tell you something else I started flying with too, and I was really not for it in the beginning, but the longer I've flown, the more I'm kind of liking it now, and that's gloves. I flew at the beach a few weeks ago, and you know, if anybody of y'all have flown at the beach, a lot of times you can fly like all day long. As long as you can stay in the air, you can fly. And that's basically what I did. And it got to where my brake toggles, I kept having to switch which finger my brake toggle was going through because it was cutting into my hand. I had flown so much.
Mhm.
So I started wearing these gloves. And the last few flights, I have done these gloves, and I'm really liking it.
Are those ones like you buy from Home Depot or something?
These are actually biker
Standard
gloves. These
They're
are
like-
actually biker gloves, but they are perfect. They have these little gel inserts into them, and
Yeah.
they seem to go right where the brake toggles are. And it just, you can also use your phone with them.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are cool. But you can't buy them like from Lowe's or Home Depot then, right?
You can get them
Yeah,
at Walmart.com.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Pretty cool. Okay. Okay. There you
Yeah,
go.
so Delis has a question.
I'm glad you said that. I was just gonna say that. Good. Go ahead.
About where can I get insurance for my paramotor? Liability insurance, she says.
Like for the paramotor itself or for the human being?
I think the paramotor itself is what she's looking for.
It should be under your homeowners, shouldn't it?
I
No.
don't think they cover that.
You're going to be hard pressed to find any kind of insurance company for that.
For
I
that,
I think somebody needs to start that. Somebody needs to open up an insurance company for us pilots.
Your best insurance is to, when you get done flying, bring it inside of your locked garage or your locked
Yes.
house.
Yes.
Because
If it's in the house, it's under your homeowner's insurance,
no, it's not.
right? It's not?
It's
No,
not.
it's an aircraft.
Because it's aviation.
No,
They
this
do
is
not-
pieces of my aircraft though. If it's not in
Yeah, they took all the
Correct.
pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So
They
the
took my
magnet,
cage.
the magnet that you won tonight would be covered. Everything else is not.
Okay, here's a really good idea. You know, the alternative to health insurance, that one group, people who want to be members, they put so much money into a pot and that help pay for everything. We should get all the PPG people to start something like that and
Like
self-fund.
crowdsourcing, yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
exactly. That's what we should do because you're not going to find insurance out there for us.
I'm going to drop a link into the chat real quick. Over at the USPPA, they do have insurance, but it's for, well, I'm not sure. It just says insurance for.
It's probably kind of like AMA, AMA insurance
Liability.
for the RCs.
So it looks like it has
Ow!
Oh,
medical payment, property damage,
Property
insurance.
Oh,
So I don't know. I guess we need to figure out if this third party membership, it is a membership liability plan, USUA through the USPPA. I just posted the link. I don't know if that does the aircraft or is that a policy for us as people?
Well, I do believe your health insurance will cover you when you hit the ground.
No, your health insurance, I do not think it does. Well, if you're live, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think your health insurance does, but your life insurance does not.
Life insurance does not, but your health insurance, our health insurance does. It'll cover us in the hospital.
Okay, good. All right. And if anybody has any information about paramotor insurance itself, as far as like insuring a paramotor, let us know. And Mark H, trike jockey, PPG trike jockey said, not anymore. Used to be first flight insurance, which does, or relationship does not exist anymore. So that link that I put there does not exist anymore?
well, here's the thing. To me, in the past, I've never done it. I've like my four wheelers or my motorcycles, yeah, but not like four wheelers. I never insured my four wheelers. I bought them and used them, and when I got done with them, I sold them. I never had them insured, but I know people can add those items to their policy and insure them next to theft and stuff. So why couldn't you do a paramotor?
I don't know.
Amy's going to call it. We have, who do we have?
standard.
No.
Standard.
Dewey said you have to be at least a PPG 2 rating for it. And Jim Sierra 120 said, I think it's liability insurance so that landowners don't freak out when we fly over their place. That might be it. Mark McElroy said, mine does, and my life insurance does cover me. So I guess there's a rider or something, Mark, that you had to do over and beyond what you already get.
Price stuff you have to add. Amy's going to call ours tomorrow just to check.
So I'm pretty sure you can buy anything from anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll sell you guys insurance.
I
If you're
used to have
selling
a boss that at the used car dealership, and he would say everything is for sale. Everything has a price. It's just all about what you're willing to pay.
That's right.
Well, I mean, Amy just said too. I mean, it's not like we can't all get together and find some way of making insurance for us and have like a group insurance. There's got to be a way that we can do that. Somebody out there must have that information or being capable of doing such a thing. If anyone out there knows of anybody that is into the insurance stuff, ask them if there's something that they can do, or if they know somebody that can actually make insurance for us as ultralight pilots. That'd be really cool.
If Eric is going to be selling insurance, I'm going to start selling HVAC.
Go for it.
All right. Any other questions in the chat about safety or something that you guys would like to see in a paramotor or a trike? How about here's something that's interesting. We were thinking about making a trike that had a removable front end with a clip that could either be a single wheel or a double wheel. So you could either have a trike or a quad at a flip of a switch. What are you guys thinking about that fly trikes? Would you rather have a trike or a quad or be able to flip between both? Anybody?
I've never flown a quad, so I'm not sure on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
is
we?
one better than the other as far as more stable or?
I've flown both, and I really like the quad because it's kind of like, I don't know, when you don't have the wing above your head, you drive around like it's a four-wheeler, and I really like that. I did that a lot with the trike that I had too.
Hey, doesn't the quad? I asked a guy that had a quad in the trike at the Moonshiners, and I asked him if having a quad hinders your steering ability, and he says it does a little bit, but it doesn't really matter.
That's true. Doesn't really matter. All right. Any questions in the chat? Anything that you guys want to talk about as far as like part 2 next week when we talk more about safety? Justin Lewinsky. I bought a new paramotor from Carolina PPG this evening. I'm super excited. Oh, good. Congratulations. It's always nice when you get your brand new paramotor and you're ready to go out and fly, which reminds me, DP, you got your wing, and did DP get his motor too, or just his wing? Anybody know?
I don't know that answer. Is
He got
Justin
two
a new
wings.
pilot?
I thought he was just
Justin.
waiting for his wing. So I think he has his motor already.
Oh, okay, good.
And congratulations. Who was it who just got something from?
Justin, is he a new pilot?
Justin, he's been around about almost a year, I think. He was at Moonshiners, came around. Man, yeah, I got to meet him finally. I've been talking to him on Instagram it's been a while now, but that's awesome.
Congratulations. Darren and Alan are good people. That's a good company there.
Big Lou.
Absolutely. And just suppose if you are posting videos or anything, drop your YouTube link in the chat so people can go over there and subscribe to your channel.
I got him right here.
Okay. All right. It's 8:30. I think that people have something to do other than listen to us. Beagle. What am I looking
Big
at?
Lou.
Big Lou. Oh, Big Lou.
Lewandowski.
Gotcha. Big Lou.
That's his name. Lewandowski.
Sorry, I got old grandpa, eyeballs, and I don't have my glasses right now. So
man, no. Of course, I've met him. I thought it was Kenny though. Wait, I don't have my glasses on, so
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
he was at Moonshiners.
yeah.
I met him.
All right. If there's any question in the chat, make sure you ask that question. We're going to start closing out everything real quick, but we will answer questions as long as you want. Will Fly, tell us a little bit about yourself, your weird shenanigans, and how we can get up with you and watch your cool shows.
Yeah, man, you can find me on YouTube under Will Fly or willflyppg.com.
.com. And who else do we have in the house? JP Tulo, otherwise known as TikTok Tulo. How do we get up with you, and where's your shenanigans located?
Yeah, I'm on the TikTok and the Instagram and the Facebook and the YouTube. JP Tulo. PPGJP. What's my thing, Sean? jptulo.com, ppgjp.com.
I hope you know your .coms.
My .com. It's yeah.
Hope you know your .coms. Hey, we got somebody with pom poms.
Linda Anderson.
What are you doing with those pom poms, girl? Who are you?
I've been having so much fun hanging with everybody tonight. This has been super duper. I've been behaving myself, you know. I know I got on there because I was late. I didn't know what was going on. I just jumped on. Hey, oh wait, okay. You. No, it's okay. Now I'm Paramount USA. My son has a show on ParaglidingChat.com on Thursday nights. Y'all got to come out, hang out, lots of laughs, lots of fun, lots of information and everything and all that good stuff. So come on down. That's it.
All right, good deal. Well, thank you so much for joining us. A couple of people have asked some questions.
You know that.
What's that?
You know, I said I love you guys. You know that. I would miss my Monday night.
Absolutely. And we love you right back. Because you're so adorable with your pom-poms.
Oh, I know. I've been working overtime tonight, but I've been having so much fun because, you know, keep it going and all that.
Randy Milstead in the chat said, Sean, did you get your trike fixed? Not yet. Gonna be working on it. We'll have to figure that out. Where were each of the Wright brothers born? Jim CR120. I don't know. But I know where their first flight was. Let's see, Sean, where is the video of your trike crash? I think it's still on my phone. We've been working really hard with the students, and matter of fact, one of the students here, Michael, say hi, everybody. We had a trike. We had a tow clinic, and it was rough. That's what my dog said. At least they said, "Man, this is rough." But how'd you enjoy your weekend, Michael? Helping us over with the tow clinic. I can't hear you. Maybe he's on mute. Maybe I can't see him. Let's see.
There you go.
There you go. Hey,
Okay.
yeah, the sun was out. It was a wonderful day. We had a good time. We got a lot of kiting in. We got one of the other students up in the air. Yeah, it was. We did a lot of learning with the tow motor. Yeah, it was a beautiful day.
Absolutely. What is that behind you? I see something that says String Life. What is that? And I see Michael PPG Majestic Air. What's all that about, real quick?
Well, we've got a site up on YouTube, and it's ppgpoohbear.com, and you can watch me and the wife learn how to get up in the air and learning our kiting abilities, and just check out how we're doing.
So can I call you Pooh Bear now?
You
Oh
can.
no, not Pooh Bear.
All right. So Michael is now officially Pooh Bear. Anybody that talks to Michael, we have to say Pooh Bear, right?
Pooh Bear.
What was your YouTube channel again?
It's ppgpoohbear.com.
Wait, I'm making notes here.
No, I don't even feel right typing that in. Bear.
Right.
Now, what's your wife's?
I feel like if you get one letter wrong, it might take you to a place you want to forget.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna put me on some list.
I got the same site, the wrong one.
That
So-
leads me to a question. If a bear poos in the forest and no one's around to smell it, did he really poo?
No, I don't poop. Ask my wife.
I don't think we're talking about actual Pooh Bear. Hey, what is your wife's .com?
She is ppghoneypot.com because,
I get it.
Oh,
Honeypot,
right.
Pooh Bear. Okay.
Now, yeah,
See,
now
now,
Is this still PG?
yeah, Michael,
Joe?
I'm putting it all together
you
right now.
I see. And apparently it's PPG because it's PPG Honeypot, PPG Pooh Bear. Okay, so we're keeping everything PPG. Good deal.
and if you put those together,
Well,
Got it.
we're also Mike and I and Tommy are going to talk about something this next week coming up also, which is going to be quite interesting. We might even have a couple of prototypes. That's the plan. So it'll be pretty neat to see what's going to be coming up in the next podcast. Yeah. We also got Jade Lear. I think that he's ppglear.com, but man, tell us a little bit about you and your shenanigans and all that stuff. I think you're on mute right now, buddy. He goes, oh crap, I'm on mute. Where's the damn mute button? I'm old.
Eric?
Oh, nope, that ain't working. See, I can see him like trying to do it, but it's not working.
It's technology. It's not an air conditioner.
Oh, are you
There it
talking to
goes.
me or Jade?
Eric,
You called Eric Jade.
You
No.
did.
Yeah.
did I? I said
Yeah.
PPG Lear, didn't I? I said
Same thing.
Yeah, that's all
thing.
right. I can see
Same
that,
thing.
you can get us confused.
Jade,
Anyways,
Eric.
I love
yeah, you
my
can
kids.
find me at ppglear.com and watch absolutely nothing because I don't really do video, but that's okay. I just fly paramotor and make sure that my wife is safe doing it. So
Oh,
And you're also a foot launch and a trike user.
I am foot launch and
He's a
trike,
user.
and yeah, that's what I enjoy doing.
What do you like? Just curious, since you actually do both and you
Trike.
fly both, what do you like better?
Trike.
It depends on the day. And the
Okay.
reason I say that is because someday I don't want to run. And okay, so my biggest thing is if you can lay out the wing perfectly behind the trike, you can launch that trike without any it's all in the layout. Any instructor is going to tell you it's all in the layout. So I mean, if I want to be, I don't want to say the words lazy because it's not lazy. If you want to just not run like moonshiners, then you use the trike. Now, foot launch, I like foot launch because you can, I feel it's more maneuverable. My wing overs are a little more maneuverable, and I don't have that thing in my head knowing that it weighs a little bit more. I really don't want to talk more about acro because my wife is sitting next to me and she doesn't know it. So anyways, but I do like the foot launch because I think it's a little more fun to fly. Let's just say that.
Is there anything as far as safety wise, is a trike safer than foot launch or vice versa? What do you think about that, especially since we've been talking about safety? Is there a safety benefit for a trike or foot launch?
Safety wise, I think foot launch, I think your wheels are a little safer because you're not running and taking that risk of landing and getting your knees or whatnot. And Jim, I read your comment and very funny. The people at First Flight would understand that one because I didn't want to walk up the hill. But anyways,
Hey, just look at Kat. Look what happened to
Yeah.
Kat at Moonshiners. That's a perfect example. If she would have been
I was
foot
thinking
launching,
that
that could have
too.
been a lot worse.
correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Or
You know,
label.
so I think that I think the trikes or quads, I can't really speak for quads, but I think that the cage protects you a little bit. But you know what? If you're a physically healthy human being, foot launch is perfect, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. I think they're both as safe as you make it. So
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Anybody else out there think the same thing too, that or has done both? Is there any benefit for wheels? Do you want to just do wheels because you think that's like an old man thing? I'm telling you, once you try the trike thing, you're gonna be like, okay, I want a trike. I mean,
Yeah.
look at Tucker. Look at Tucker. Tucker's like, man, this is pretty cool. So not only did he got a trike, then he got a tandem. It's pretty cool to have all forms, foot launch and trike and quad, I think.
That's why I don't want to try a trike.
Wait.
I think that I'm going to like it.
I know you would.
I will
Yeah.
Try
say,
the
Like it,
flamingo. Will.
What
You're
now?
gonna like it. Hey, I
Yeah.
can tell you this right now. Eric laid the wing out for me Jade gave me a crash course on how to get in the air, and neither one of them told me how to land.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. I mean, I felt like I was cheating. That's how easy it was.
Really?
Wow.
It was effortless. JP,
How easy was it to control the wing once it was overhead?
dude?
Your correction.
Jade basically told me. She says, Eric's like, you're going to start at 90% throttle. You're going to feel the pull of the wing. It's going to come up. You're going to brake check it so it don't overshoot you. And then Jade was like, whichever way the wing is tilting, you want to steer that way and get back under it and, kind of get back. But I got lucky. Everything came up perfectly straight. So I never had to steer or anything. I just went straight and I started hitting full throttle and I just kind of give it a little bit of brake pressure and it just lifted off. I mean, it was way easier than it looks way more violent from the sideline than it does sitting there doing it.
And I did teach you how to land. You just weren't listening, apparently.
I probably wasn't.
Welcome to my world.
Zoned out.
That's funny. And if you don't know who just said that, it's Flying Flamingo Jade. I think she has a show that goes on every Wednesday night, and it's all girl podcast talking about paramotors and stuff. Tell us a little bit about that, Jade.
Yeah. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central. Go to paramotorgirl.com or Flying Flamingo Jade on YouTube, and you will find that. And hopefully we'll start right at 7. And we're going to interview this week a mother-daughter team that did some skydiving. And mom is interested in PPG, so I think we should have a lot of questions in there or some positive things so she can further her interest and look into the sport a little bit more, help her out. She is from the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia area, Evans, Georgia. And let's see, and she's also getting her private pilot's license.
Ooh,
So,
that sounds good. Now it's an all girls podcast, so I can't listen to it. Is that correct?
That's not correct.
Well, okay.
I encourage everybody to join in on podcast or in the chat during the live show and add any comments or any positive things, any questions that you might have for any of the guests on the show. And you can also check me out at I try to keep up with JP on TikTok, and I'm Flying Flamingo Jade 12, and I'm also on Instagram as Flying Flamingo Jade.
Awesome. So just because we're guys doesn't mean we can't go over there on Wednesday night. Go to paramotorgirl.com. Make sure you hit that bell notification so when she does go live, you can listen to her amazing podcast. You are on episode, 13 coming up?
No, this will be number 9.
Oh, number 9. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, number 9. Hey, you're almost in the double digits. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. You're a big girl. We also have Mark and Amy George here from Paraswag USA. Tell us a little bit about what you do, and just curious, what kind of safety equipment do you have, and how do we get to check it out?
We have 0 safety equipment. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
No, we have a lot of. We have strobes. We have fuel sensors. Which we don't have any of those in stock. Anything electronic right now is really tough because a lot of our stuff is built by the manufacturer who came up with the idea, the guy who came up with it in his basement, or it was turned over to us, and we can't do anything. We can't really build anything electronic. But we do have some prop hubs coming, some quick release prop hubs coming. We are working on the LED light system for the props. We sell paramotor gear. We sell wings. A matter of fact, I have 3 BGD wings in stock right now. I have a 26, a 20, and an 18 Luna 2. So if anybody's interested in those, just hit me up and check out our website at paraswagusa.com. And Amy,
What?
what's your website?
Oh, www.theparachick.com.
I thought you have parachick.com also.
I do have that one, but it's not linked to anything. I just stole the name.
Well,
She
link
just
it.
secured it.
I
Link
took your
it.
advice.
Link it. Link it to whatever.
You have to teach me how.
All right. Well, come over here and I mean, I told you to come to the toe clinic.
I know, but we were exhausted and all that. We had Emma Grace going off to college.
Yeah, we had to drop a child off at college yesterday. SAU, Southern Arkansas University.
Ooh, that's cool.
When you and I were talking about towing and everything, I completely forgot about her going to college that weekend.
That's no problem. We have toes, we have ankles and knees. Anytime that you want to come over, we got all sorts of clinics. It's awesome. It's fun. Was there any other questions that popped up in the chat?
Not a question, but tomorrow night we have Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane with his show on Tuesday night, the Tuesday night hangout at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, I do believe.
That's 7 Central, right? Which is the same as our show here. This is the same, right? So Clear Prop is at 7, Shane's at 7, and Jade's is at 7, right? Central.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
My time, my time, not your time, Sean. You're 1 hour behind me.
I just know Central and Eastern. That's all I know.
Central's all that matters.
That's what I post. I don't know. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. You know what? I just show up. You know what I'm saying? I just show up. It's like,
absolutely.
I look at my clock. Okay, Sean is okay, 1 hour. So it's this time. And yeah.
What's easy too is all you got to do is go over to my YouTube channel and it'll show you what's next. You hit remind me and it tells you how many hours it is in your time.
Oh, in my time.
Right, your time. That way you know.
It's easier just to message you and say, okay, when are we going on? That's it. I just, like you guys are my family, so I don't need all this fancy stuff like, okay, I'm going to text over here and that. I just text somebody and say, okay, when's the show? That's it.
Sounds good. So Mondays, in case you don't know, Mondays is ClearProp TV. Tuesday is ppgshane.com with his hangouts on Tuesday nights. Wednesday, we have Girls Just Want to Fly. Girls. All right. What? No. Girls don't want to fly? What? Why are you shaking your head no?
Girls Just Want to Fly! Exclamation point.
Girls. All right.
Get it right, Sean.
Right.
And you can find her at paramotorgirl.com. On Thursday, I think there's something on Thursday too. What's that all about, Linda?
Paraglidingtalk.com with your host,
right.
Robert Michaels, the one and only. That's right.
I think we definitely know that. We got.
Hey, when you gonna come out? When you gonna come out with a cool new video, Will?
Oh, maybe in a couple days. We'll see. See how it goes.
We'll see. I love it. We'll see.
That means he's working on something.
We'll fly. We'll see. We'll swim. I know. It's all.
Yeah, Will, when you gonna come up with the show? Yeah, we're waiting for that.
You know that Friday is available. Saturday night's available.
Yeah.
Sunday is our Paramotor Nation.
If we have talk shows every night of the week, I'm never going to get anything done at my house.
Yeah, right.
That's what it's all about. That's how we do it.
Well, Shane messaged me and said he wasn't going to be on the show because of something that happened. So everybody say, we love you, Shane.
Love you, Shane.
Love you, Shane.
Love you, Skinny Chef. Hey, guys, I got to run. It's always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We're all going to leave here in just a minute anyway. So thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you tomorrow at ppgshane.com and on Wednesday over at paramotorgirl.com.
Thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll just find a thumbnail and put it up.
There we go.
Yeah, there's my thumbnail. It's right there.
Yeah.
I got you.
Y'all have a great evening.
1, 2, 3.
We always have to hold it
We
for
do.
5 minutes when this.
Get it?
Every time JB does this, we have to sit here for 5
I
minutes.
know. It's like,
Well,
hold your breath.
maybe if everyone would look at the same
I
time.
was
Look,
I was
do another
wondering-
count.
Just as long as
Okay.
you don't make us say cheeseburger. 'cause
Okay,
some
ready?
of that we get
One.
weird
Oh,
pictures.
again? Oh,
Everybody look up. Everybody
Here we
look
go.
up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
All right, go ahead and
Thank
text
you,
that to
JP.
me,
love you, JP.
or put that in the messenger. I'll put that up like right away if you message it to our messenger thing.
Message it.
Yeah, messenger,
Messenger.
message it. And if anybody knows any safety people that'd like to come on the show next week, tell them to get up with me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com or go over to paramomusa.com. Get up with Linda, and she'll hook you up.
Great show.
Great show, y'all.
Yeah,
Love
man.
it. I love you guys.
Good
It's
night.
out.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
That's right. You tell it.
Oh my
Amy.
God.